Flat Earth Psyop. Yeah, I believe there's been a Flat Earth Psyop. But no, I'm not talking about this, or this, or this. I'm talking about something that came before all of those. Talking about something which shaped virtually everyone's perception of those two words put together, the term Flat Earth itself. You see, if you're anything like me, whenever it was that you heard someone say or use the term Flat Earth, whether it was yesterday or sometime in the last couple of years or whenever, your mind almost certainly conjured up an image that looks something like this. A flat disk with water pouring off the sides, floating in space. And again, like me, the reason for this mental connection is probably because most likely when you were in grade school, your teacher told you about how Christopher Columbus had bravely sailed from Spain across the Atlantic and discovered America, even though everyone had warned him not to do this because they were all afraid he would go sailing off the edge of the world into oblivion. You probably laughed. I remember laughing. I remember the whole classroom chuckling at the idea that people would have actually believed in such a silly thing. Water constantly pouring off the sides, sea creatures pulling ships under, a disk floating in space. The only problem? No one actually ever believed in such a thing. Ask yourself a question. How many times do you think you've seen the globe in your lifetime? In a year? In a single day? And how many of those countless instances were you looking at something that was even claiming to be a legitimate photo of the Earth? And how many were merely representations, images, paintings, animations, sculptures, or even corporate logos? It is common knowledge that virtually every one of us was introduced to the globe by the time of our first day in kindergarten, where it sits dutifully in the corner of the classroom. But it doesn't stop with what we are shown in classrooms and textbooks. It continues on, day after day, for the rest of our lives. Depictions of the globe being implanted into our collective subconscious from a plethora of angles, in advertising, news, entertainment, and art. Arguably beyond any other singular image or concept, the globe is so thoroughly projected into our thought processes that it very quickly becomes the epitome of the unquestionable. Human pride being what it is, it makes it virtually impossible for most people to consider the outlandish idea that such a thing could actually be a shared delusion on such a massive scale. We prefer to believe that the only possible reason we could see so many endless representations of a spherical world is because it is something that has been proven beyond a shadow of a doubt, and therefore it's only reasonable that this image would be the most ubiquitous in our modern, technologically advanced society. Because the alternative would be insane, insidious, horrific. It would mean that instead of being a natural reflection of something that we all know to be true, it would all actually be, in a word, programming.